Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. What we're going to do is actually go into Skeleton and get a project going. We'll clone the repo, and I'll do a super basic example of how easy it is to get started with responsive design. So here we go. Pardon the wind. It's like super windy here in Monterey right now. So where are we? CD desktop. We'll just do it on the desktop. Just clone that repo. CD into it. Open it up in our text editor, which is Atom. Hello. Dude, what is going on here? Okay, that's kind of weird. And we'll just open up the index. So this is the starter they give you. Super clean, super lightweight, just really cool. But what we're going to do, so we're going to put a little header here, and we're going to have a two-column layout. And it's going to be like, this is the nav, this is the like the content, and yeah, that'll be the header. So let's get going. So the thing to think about with Skeleton, we'll use this H4s. Actually, I'll just give this top an H1. Think about things in containers. You've got containers, you've got rows. Div class equals, well, you don't even need to necessarily do this, but why not? 12 columns. 12 columns just basically means it's going to spread across the full width of the container. If we say hello world, there you go. And we can't really tell what's happening here, but look what happens if we take away this stuff. Very simple. We've been here before. Just, no container. But we want the container in this case. And this is going to be the header. So we'll just put that there. I like using semantic elements just to kind of divide up my layout. And it also will have other advantages, which I'll show you in a second. Actually, I'll just show you right now. And because this is a simple example, we'll just shove it at the bottom of the skeleton file. So, okay. Let's find a little color to use the background. I was like making sure I use the right semantics. It's kind of like a greenish color. Be kind of cool, I guess. So yeah, we've given that to the header. So check out what happens. We got this full width spread now, yet our content is still in the container. In this case, it's our title of the site. Let's just, will this work? Yeah, let's just make it center, because why not? And so I want to do a bar here and a bar here. It's going to be the nav and the main content. What is that? In this case, I want the container to wrap around both, like, everything needs to be in the container within this portion, just like the container goes to here, and I'll show you why. Let's just grab some Ipsum. Oh, cool. I guess I'd already generated this a while ago. So we got that. And oops. So you always want to put things in a row. Your columns are always going to go in a row. I like, because a lot of times you can also you'll see multiple rows within the same container. I like laying it out this way just because it just feels cleaner to me. But yeah, so we're all going to have these in the same row. And so we're going to have our nav. And then we're going to have our main content. So now we're going to set the columns. Just like we made this 12 columns the full width. For the nav, we'll just use 3 columns. We got 12 to work with, which is, the standard amount. So this is the nav. And then over here, say 9 columns. And we'll just go ahead and stick that lorem ipsum in there. It's going to look like crap because it's just going to look like one chunk, but this should get us where we need to be for right now. Hey, where's my stuff? Oh, I didn't save it. So you see what's going on? We've got these columns there, clean, simplistic, really easy. And that's when the media query hits. Boom, right there. So let's take a look at that media query. We can see that it shifts at, where is it? 550. And that's kind of similar to that tufted needle site that we were looking at. It switches around there. So what do we say, 550 picks? So yeah, that's where all those changes happen within this media query. So let's say that we wanted it to happen while it was bigger. Instead of 550, let's say we want it to happen at, I don't know, 690. We can go in here. Oops. Let's write 690 picks. And now it should switch here. See? That's basically how you do it. Let's just put some nav items in here so you can see it a little better. Item 1. You probably want to use like a UL or something if you did this. Wait, why did I write 2 twice? Oh, and what I wanted to do was just skip the line. So that's pretty cool. But that's kind of like, maybe you don't want it left aligned at this point. Maybe you only want it to be left aligned when it's in this state, and here you want it to be right aligned. So we could just access that by the nav. You can do it in whatever way you want it. But just to show you, you can have all kinds of media queries. Let's just go ahead and just stick this down here. And we're talking about the nav. We want to change the text align. You want the text align, let's just say we want it to be center when it makes that switch. So let's see if it works. Oh, it looks like it grabbed it, the wrong thing. Oops, that's right. You do max width here because this is basically saying anything below 690, you want this text line to be center. So that's what we were looking for. So you see that? Just changes like that. But it looks kind of stupid for it to be, you know, lined up like that. And a way we can do that is just putting another class in there. So let's say we wanted to do that. Let's call this, actually we'll just stick an ID on this 3 columns. Nav desktop, and then we'll say nav mobile. And the only difference, why did I write /br? Dude, what's wrong with me? It still works, but it's definitely incorrect. And I'll just fix that because that's a typo. So right now what we're going to see is 2 of these things, which is not what we want. And we're going to use those media queries to basically as a switch to turn one off and to turn one on. So for that, what do we call it? For the nav desktop, we would want that to be display block. And then here, because it's under it, this will always fire after. And this is really kind of just a hacky way of doing it. We can make it, it works for our case right now. So we would just want to turn that off. And then turn nav mobile on. Oh, okay, so here we're also going to need to make sure that nav mobile is not on. And this is pretty much going to allow us to do that. So you can see we're back to 1, and there we go. How cool is that? So yeah, that's pretty much the basic overview of responsive design. It should be enough to get you started. Really, it's all about media queries, the grid, learning how to work with media queries, and then once you get that stuff down, it's going to become all about JavaScript. And yeah, that's hope that helps you guys out. And I'll try to make some more stuff about responsive design. I love responsive design. I'm a big fan. But yeah, really, styling or getting your CSS in really good order is very important, in my opinion. And this is just kind of a quick little overview of how to get started. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like this. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one.